Monk mode truly changed my life when I was a law student. It was one of the main reasons that helped me get distinctions in law school, get multiple clerkships, get into a law graduate position, but it also helped me achieve all of my other goals in other areas like fitness and building my own business on the side while I was studying law. And in this video today, I want to give you guys a full breakdown on how you can use Monk mode to achieve all of your goals, especially when it comes to studies, assignments, and exams as a law student, which I know can be tremendously difficult. So let's get straight into it. So one of my biggest struggles early on as a law student was really staying intensely focused for a certain period of time. Every time I would study for law exams or get into that assignment phase where I was having an assignment after assignment after assignment, I could never really stay focused or locked in for that 2, 3, 4 week period. And I would get so easily distracted, whether it would be just checking my phone simply, having it next to me, always having notifications on dial. If it came down to social activities and social events, I always had that FOMO, that fear of missing out, and I would actually stop my, my work that I was progressing or my revision to go and catch up with friends or go to certain events. And I could never really stay focused, and that hindered sort of my results early on. And I actually went on this phase called dopamine detox and Monk mode, and this is where I sort of got myself introduced to self-imposing restricted periods, short term, for 2-3 weeks, sometimes a month, sometimes 6 to 8 weeks. But the main goal in terms of Monk mode was to stay as locked in as possible, to go all in when it comes to achieving a single goal. And for me at that time, my single goal was to get a distinction in that particular subject that I was studying for at uni. So to simply explain Monk mode, it is really just a self-imposed period where you eliminate all of your distractions to go all in on a certain goal. And really, this is how monks used to live, with strict schedules and absolutely minimal distractions so they could achieve the highest level of performance. And so once I discovered the concept of Monk mode, that is when I went all in on pursuing a specific goal, which was to get distinctions in my exams at the time. And it was absolutely so powerful for me. It worked like an absolute treat. Not really more the productivity stuff that you do, or the revision, or how you study, or your ability to retain knowledge. It was the mindset I actually put myself into to go all in on a particular goal, eliminating all of my distractions. And that way, once the work had been done, once I was finished in that phase, then I would actually enjoy going out, socializing, do the things that I love. I enjoyed them so much more because I went all in. I focused myself on that 3-4 week period or whatever it was, and I could actually go and enjoy knowing that I saw it more as a reward for me. And once I was able to consistently just get distinctions all the way around, just going through this 3-4 week intense period during my exams, I actually started applying Monk mode in other areas of my life, especially fitness. If I wanted to get to the goal of getting down to a certain level of body fat, or I wanted to achieve a certain lift that I was progressing on each and every week, for 3-4 weeks, I would just go hard on my diet. I would eat the same things each and every day, pretty much not going anywhere to eat out, or training consistently to hit that milestone that I'd set for myself. So that was also another way that I actually used Monk mode to go all in on my fitness goals. So what are some of the basic things that you can do to go in on Monk mode when it comes to achieving your goals in law school? Now, the first thing I do, especially when it comes to assignment and exam time, is making sure that you just put your phone away from your room. Even if you have it switched off as well, I would ensure that your phone is never with you in the same room when it comes to doing your revision or preparing for an assignment. And if you want to go the next level and go even further, another thing I'd actually recommend, if you're someone who likes to scroll on social media, you watch a lot of reels, you're on TikTok a lot, another thing I'd actually recommend is, over that period of monk mode that you're going in, actually deleting social media, deleting TikTok off your phone as well, having it switched off, putting it in another room. If you can achieve that, that is one of the first and core things within this monk mode phase that you're going to go on. Now, I just want to say, if you do want to be part of a community of like-minded law students and get more advanced information about monk mode, then you can come and join the Fortis Circle community, connect with other like-minded law students that want to level up, not just academically, but also in other areas of their life like productivity and fitness. And if you want to be part of this revolutionary program, you can simply join via the first link in the description. Now, this second part is more a personal thing for me. I would easily get distracted a lot more when I go to uni, especially when I'd bump into people I know. I would always only be able to bring in my single laptop, and it was hard for me to focus on one screen when it came to my revision. And you know, if you're going into a library, it can get a bit distracting at times. So I actually preferred staying away and isolating myself at home, staying in my room, having my double monitor laptop set up where I could use two screens. That allowed me to sort of remove the social distractions in the sense. And if you're someone that goes to uni frequently to study, and you know, you get distracted really easily because you might go out for lunch with your friends or a coffee, or you know, you're just yapping away and talking, I would highly recommend that you just start studying at home as well during this monk mode phase. And probably the final and most critical part of your monk mode phase is eliminating your social life just for that certain period. Now, obviously, I don't mean for the rest of your life. You're never going to see your friends again. And at the end of the day, your good friends will really understand that, okay, you are taking your goals seriously and you are actually someone I do want to be around, and I completely understand that. So first of all, you should have good friends that understand your goals and understand that, you know, you want to put them just to the side. And for me, I always actually had that fear of missing out when it came to my social obligations, my social events, especially around the 18th, those 18s, those 21st. It was really hard for me to say no during that time. But again, it's only for a 4-week period or 5-week period, or however long you're doing monk mode for, where you just eliminate your social distractions, you go all in. And then afterwards, once the work has been complete, once you finish that revision, once you've done all of your exams, you'll actually end up going out, seeing your friends, catching up with them. You'll actually find so much more enjoyment doing that afterwards rather than during your exam period, because you might actually feel guilty in the sense that, oh, I wasted a bit of time. If I didn't need to see them, I could have, you know, knocked off this bit of work. So my recommendation is just during this monk mode phase that you eliminate all of your distractions. That is the simplest way that you can achieve monk mode as a law student, and I guarantee if you can nail those basic things, especially during your revision phase, you will achieve all of your goals when it comes to your academics. And then if you want to implement it in things like fitness, for example, you can very much do so by, you know, sticking to a consistent diet or training routine. So if you did find this video helpful and enjoyable, I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I'd love to see you part of the Fortis Circle community, where I can personally mentor you and connect you guys with a bunch of like-minded law students. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.